I couldn't love Trent Alexander-Arnold more. I admire his skills. He's a wonderful boy.
Trent can play right back, wing back. I think he can play in midfield.
Well, how long have you got for me to describe how special Trent Alexander-Arnold is?
Trent is, of course, a super talent, and he'll, I'm certain, play a big part with England in the future.
We want to be very successful. We want to be winning tournaments. And
off the field, he does amazing work. There's an individual charity up in Liverpool called An Hour for Others, where people just sort of go out and help people who might need a wall painted or some shopping done. And just Trent's got that, as a lot of the young England players have, but Trent's very much got that inside him.
I couldn't love Trent Alexander-Arnold more. I admire his skills. He's a wonderful boy, character, all that stuff.
I think he was probably about 19, 20 when I talked to him, and he was eloquent, polite, turned up for the interview early. Very good, interesting talking about football, but just clearly as a sort of community kid, well brought up. You know, his mother sort of gave him good values. So, no, very impressive individual off the pitch.
we obviously want to achieve as much as possible, and then feelings are hard to come by. So we want to make the most of it.
On the pitch, and I've been covering England for almost 30 years now, I would say he hits the ball as hard and as true, straight as an arrow. No one has done that since Paul Scholes.
Trent can play right back, wing back. I think he can play in midfield.
I just think he's a fantastic player. And you look at the way Liverpool play, and they love those switches. And some of his sort of 60, 70 yard switches from right back over to the left are just fantastic, and they're an incredible weapon.
Because he's just a much more matured player. He's a more confident player. He's much more settled in all different parts of the game. And
it's just about keeping the momentum going, and it doesn't matter whether it's Champions League or Premier League or whatever trophy you're going for. You got to focus on the opponent that lies ahead. And
so I think technically he's an absolute joy to watch, and off the field I think it's a credit to his family, to Liverpool and to himself.
We've shown ourselves, we've shown people that we are able to compete on multiple fronts. But yeah, to have a place in all four competitions still at this point in the season is good for us. Got a chance, obviously, I think in a couple of weeks to add silverware to the season early doors. So that's what our focus is on, is making sure that we're still in all four competitions for as far as we can go.
In terms of changing the focus, nothing's really changed for us, because we go into every game with the same mentality of that we respect the opponents as much as we can, and we understand that we're a really good side, and that if our mentality is right and our commitment's right in the game, then we have a chance.
we adapt our game to his skills. He puts in his skills in our different plans. He obviously plays different positions.
We've heard as well, though, of your ambition to become Liverpool captain. So, how does that kind of drive you on day to day with everything that goes along with this club and what it means to you, this place as well?
Yeah, obviously it's something that I've always dreamed of, and an aim and a goal of mine is to obviously become it. So I think there's still obviously a lot of hard work to go into it and everything. So just about being patient and keep working hard, and hopefully one day that opportunity might come.
I mean, Gareth tried him in midfield and it didn't really work. But I just think if you've got a talent like that, the best passer in the country, you listen to Gary Lineker and people like that who know the game inside out, you've got to have a player like him in the side, whether you're going to play a wing back.
Yeah, we'll focus on all aspects of the game because you know their importance, and I think you touched on the set piece. I think if you look at the goal scored in the World Cup so far, we know there's still a lot to give and that we can still get better at a lot of things, and there's always room for improvement. So it's something that we're all excited about, and something that we know that we need to strive towards is getting better and putting in better performances and reaching our full potential as a team.
Well, he's won a Champions League in the league, so I think he's moving up that. Look, I grew up with the Liverpool team of the 70s and 80s, and there was had some great right backs in there, great left backs, great defenders. I mean, they had some fantastic players.
Hungry to achieve more. I think we were disappointed with getting beaten in the semis, and we wanted to reach the final and even win the tournament. So that's the aim now, is to keep pushing forward and keep working hard. And
absolutely, he's on his way to being a Liverpool great. But the great thing about him is that he'll never feel that he's arrived. He'll have that hunger to keep pushing on and pushing on, which is the Klopp way, which is clearly the Trent Alexander way too.
we don't feel disappointed that we haven't won enough trophies, because you know, we feel like the trophies we have won are the biggest and the best that you can get your hands on, and you know, obviously not making any digs, but you look at Man City's amazing team, they haven't been able to lift the Champions League, so they've won a couple of Prems, but they haven't been able to win the Champions League. We've won both over the last few years, so it just shows that we're able to do it in both competitions.